In today's episode of Fight News, we have updates from Conor McGregor vs Logan Paul fight, as well as the return of Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez, Devin Haney, Vasyl Lomachenko, and more. To keep you updated with the fight world, let's start the video from the officially announced new fights. I'm the Indian accent guy, and you are on Fightbook. Fernando Martinez had officially pulled out of his WBA super flyweight title defense against Kazuto Ioka because he was dealing with influenza, so the event is now being rescheduled for the end of February. After Tommy Fury's pullout of his fight against Darren Till, Anthony Taylor saves the card and steps in to fight Darren Till on January 18th. Australian heavyweight Olympian Terry Moana Jr. will make a quick turnaround and fight Osasu Otobu on the undercard of Jaio Petaya vs David Nigika this Thursday on January 8th. All of Terry Moana's 5 wins have come by knockout, with the recent one coming only 3 weeks ago. Former featherweight champion Mauricio Lara returns in his country Mexico on January 31st in a 10-round super featherweight Baxter's Man event against Edwin Davila in Ciudad, Mexico. David Benavidez' brother Jose Benavidez Jr. returns on the Benavidez-Morel undercard on February 1st in Las Vegas against an opponent to be announced. Headliner of the card, David Benavidez, wants the winner of the undisputed light heavyweight fight between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol after beating David Morrell on February 1st. He says PBC has already had preliminary talks with Turki Al Sheikh to get the fight made later in 2025. Conor McGregor and Logan Paul both have seemingly confirmed reports that their fight is finalized for $250 million each at Wankhede Stadium in India. According to Misfits Boxing, the fight is targeted for April, and the UFC is also involved in deep negotiations with Conor McGregor as well as Logan Paul. Now let's move forward in a descending order from the heavyweight division to the lowest weight class. According to the reports, Tyson Fury, who had stated right after losing his second fight to Usyk that he is unsure if he will fight again, has now ruled out retirement and will continue his boxing career. After that, Anthony Joshua, who is currently enjoying his time in his ancestors' country Nigeria, also confirmed that he is targeting a fight against Tyson Fury in 2025. Fury's promoter Frank Warren in his latest interview has urged UK media outlets to show respect for Tyson Fury as he suffers from bipolar disorder, or in simple words, depression. Frank Warren reminded the media how Tyson Fury has contributed to the UK economy in a big way. Legend Mike Tyson has also revealed that he too has suffered from depression following the Jake Paul fight. A top-level heavyweight fight that is officially ordered by IBF, Martin Bakole vs Efe Ajagba, have now been agreed by both sides for a 2025 clash on a date still to be determined. They will meet in an eliminator for the IBF heavyweight title currently held by Daniel Dubois. English heavyweight prospect Fabio Wardley has been rated as the WBA's #1 contender at heavyweight in their latest rankings update, which means it is very likely he also gets the title shot soon. Canelo was recently asked who is on the top of his hit list, and the name he revealed is an improbable one: Floyd Mayweather Jr. The IBF super middleweight champion William Skull has confirmed he has been approached by Team Canelo for a unification match next in May in Las Vegas. Skull adds that on January 10th, an official meeting will take place between both teams to finally agree on everything. He also clarified that Edgar Berlanga and Christian Mbili was also a possibility, but Mbili ruled out due to financial issues. Mbili had been ordered by IBF to fight Kevin Lele Sadio as the title eliminator match, and now at the request of both teams, the IBF has granted a 2-week extension for Mbili vs Sadio to reach a deal for their title eliminator. The new deadline is now January 16th, and it is very likely this fight will get made. In a recent interview with True School Sports, IBF's number 3 ranked Gene Sasaki stated he now wants to fight Jaron Boots Ennis for the IBF welterweight title and is confident he would knock him out. Judging by ConnorBenn's latest story on Instagram, we may be getting Mario Barrios vs ConnorBenn for the WBC welterweight title next, after Benn vs Eubank Jr. fell. Chris Eubank Jr. on the other hand is now being sued by Queenberry's Frank Warren for defamation over his legendary outbursts at the Riyadh season press conference in September of last year, where he had called him and other promoters greedy scumbags. After that, Eubank had retracted his statement and apologized, which was accepted by Warren. But now it seems an apology wasn't enough for Warren. This is, by the way, the second court case between the two. The first came back in 2016 when Warren sued Eubank Jr. for a breach of contract, ending in Eubank Jr. paying a six-figure sum to the promoter. Super lightweight champion in recess Devin Haney announced he is back March 2025. His father Bill Haney revealed that Devin Haney has now enrolled into WADA 24/7 365 testing program for the year 2025. He said his son is doing his part to keep the sport clean and now can be randomly tested for PEDs at any time and location. Bill Haney stated this will also be a requirement for Ryan Garcia to make the rematch. The man Devin Haney had defeated to take the 140 pounds belt, Regis Progress, is in talks for a fight against WBA's number 9 ranked Oscar Duarte for February 15th in Anaheim, California. IBF lightweight champion Vasily Lomachenko's manager Aziz Klimas gave an update on Lomachenko's boxing future. Klimas revealed that Lomachenko suffered a back injury in training but will return to boxing if he is given the all clear when he has an MRI in the coming days. Bob Arum also said Loma might try to unify next year, which means the earlier reports of Lomachenko retiring are premature. Daniel Dubois' sister, Caroline Dubois, has now been upgraded from interim champion to the full WBC lightweight champion ahead of her defense next week on January 11th against Jessica Kamaru. It happened after Katie Taylor vacated her belt in order to remain as undisputed super lightweight champion. And lastly, we end the video with an extremely sad news. Professional cruiserweight boxer Paul Bamba passed away at 35-year-old via heart attack only 6 days after winning the WBA Gold Cruiserweight title on December 21st. Bamba had 14 professional boxing wins for 2024. 14 wins and 14 KOs are most wins and finishes in one calendar year in the modern era, just behind Mike Tyson, who had fought 15 times in 1985. And that's all in this video, because now you are completely up to date with the fight world. Now I'll see you tomorrow with more updates, so till then, do whatever you want.